Martin Luther King Jr. grew up in Georgia, back in the days when Babe Ruth was still hitting home runs, and the movies were always filmed in black and white.
Look at it backwards! Can I play too? Martin's on my team! I get him! He put on his team last time! So I called him! Don't try to flip me around, Wallace! No!
Even as a young boy, Martin was a peacemaker.
I can take you in the butt back all day!
My dad said it's not good to fight like that. Wallace, I put on your team last time, so Clark, I'm on your team this time. That's
yes!
fair.
Yes, yes, yes!
Martin's father was pastor of the church. They called him Daddy King.
Just as the good book says, we must love our neighbors whether black or white, whether young or old.
Amen. Amen. Hey, look, Lorraine, there's young Martin. Oh, yeah, the pastor's son.
That is.
Doesn't it make you proud to see your father stand so tall before the congregation?
No, ma'am. I'm proud of my dad, but my dream is to be a shortstop.
Martin didn't know, but Lorraine and Viola were right about him. Someday he'd be known as the Reverend Martin Luther King, just like his father, but there would be some hard lessons along the way. Clark and Wallace's parents owned a market across from Martin's house. Martin thought it was strange that whenever he and his mother went to the market, they entered through the back door.
Mrs. Connor, I would like 2 quarts of milk, please. Oh, well, you're going to have to wait because there's customers in front of you.
Like all black customers, sometimes the Kings had to be late to be served.
Now, what was it that you wanted? 2 quarts of milk. Well, you're going to have to pay before I get them. And do you have your money? Come now, Mrs. Connor. When did I not have my money? We both know that it doesn't have to do anything with if I can afford it or not. It's just that I can never trust your kind. Our kind?
Hey, you know, your boy Clark is quite a ball player. The other day he struck me out 2 times.
You've been playing with my boys?
Yes, ma'am, they're my best friends.
Oh, they are. Here you go, Mrs. Jones. Now get out the back door.
The next time Martin went to the sandlot to play, no one was there. He ran to Mrs. Connor's house and saw Mrs. Connor in the backyard.
I don't know why your boys are supposed to play ball today.
Clark and Wallace, they're sick in bed.
No, they're not. Right there.
Martin could see past Mrs. Connor in the backyard. Clark and Wallace were standing in the shadows. Both boys were frowning, but Martin saw Clark shyly wave.
Are you guys playing ball today?
Now don't be knocking on my door anymore. Either way, they're getting too old to be playing with colors.
Color was a word used to describe people whose skin wasn't white.
Why are you crying?
Mrs. Connor says her boys can't play ball with me anymore. She says it's because I'm colored.
It was bound to happen sooner or later.
But why does my skin color matter?
Some folks don't like people who are different.
But Clark and Wallace don't feel that way when we have fun together.
But their parents do. That's why they make us use the back door. That's why they make us use sour milk. They're punishing us for being different. And they're going to teach their kids the same.
But how can they do that?
There are laws that allow them to discriminate against us.
Mrs. King was talking about Jim Crow laws. These laws made it legal for white people to treat black people unfairly.
But somebody needs to do something about it.
Yes, Martin, somebody does.
Someday Martin would do something about Jim Crow laws, but back when he was a boy, he just wanted to play ball.
You're the world's greatest hitter. Hey, look, it's working. Hey, come upstairs. Remember what Paul said?
Sorry, Martin, we couldn't really use the shortstop, but our pa said he'll whoop us if we talk to you.
Forget what your pa says. So what do you think?
We don't want any trouble, Martin. We just want to do what we're told.
How come my skin color didn't matter last week?
Hey, come on! You play too hard. There's a ball again.
Years after Martin was told he couldn't play ball, he would preach to more than 200,000 people of every race and color in Washington, D.C.
At this time, I have the honor to present to you the moral leader of our nation. I have the pleasure to present to you Dr. Martin Luther King.
I have a dream that this nation will one day live up to this dream. We will want these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
Over the years, Martin would be arrested many times for standing up for himself. He would be beaten, stabbed, and spit upon.
This will be a day when all of God's children will be able to sing the new meaning. Let freedom ring!
Yet through it all, Martin would follow his father's advice to strive for peace and harmony among the people. That's why we celebrate his birthday each January.
When we allow freedom to ring, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children will be able to join hands and sing, free at last, free at last. Great God Almighty, we're free at last.
There's a dream I feel so rare, so real, and the world in union, the world as one, gathering together.
good to fight like that.
Remember what Paul said? Do not talk to him.
Remember what Paul said? Do not talk to him.
Remember what Paul said? Do not talk to him.
Just as the good book says, we must love our neighbors whether black or white. Just as the good book says, we must love our neighbors whether black or white, whether young or old.
Amen.
What is that?
Martin, why are you crying?
Mrs. Connor says her boys can't play ball with me anymore. She says it's because I'm colored.
Martin, why are you crying?
Mrs. Connor says her boys can't play ball.
I'm sorry. It was bound to happen sooner or later.
Wait.
It's just that I can never trust your kind. Ow! It's just that I can never trust your kind. Ow!
Hey, your boy Croc is called a ball player.
Here's your milk, Mrs. Connor, and I fed it out the back door. See you later!
This will be a day when all of God's children will be able to see.
When we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, thank God.